Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken about 7 yards deep. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the counter, it's Taylor. Finds an opening past the 40. And all the way out to the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, it's Taylor. Heading down past the 45. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run with Taylor. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
Good deal. No.
And we'll take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of mid. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. That's caught by Jackson.
Oh, God, man, I ran, man. Y'all niggas still get fucking blocked. Rashawn ain't got blocked by a fucking receiver.
12-yard touchdown
by a fucking
grab.
receiver, dog.
And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Not all the chunk. You know that's a hood mama, boy, the junk.
Raiders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Space to maneuver at the 40.
Lord.
Goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards at first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll He's stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a play,
come on, bro.
to the air.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run. Taylor. And get it out just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
These two teams all tied after 1. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing now is Rodgers. That one's complete to Tomlinson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Fielded just inside the 20. The danger of a punt that good. A 16-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it.
And I think the ball's out.
Cut. Look at this shit, bro.
Helter-skelter from the start, but that's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk.
I don't know what the fuck
always
you got
lurking
going
out
on.
there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
They get this to
Son,
Beckham
no
on the perimeter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a 1st down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Yes, sir.
This is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
A 33-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore.
Ooh, I might be able to get that stimulus.
Just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Mama can't throw, nigga. Yeah, up there. Hey, that's pleasant a bit, boy. I get that shit. It's up. Ooh, it's so fucking up. I'm going to copy people around, nigga. You trying to do it?
Ready to begin their drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
What the fuck are you doing at, man?
First one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. He's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass.
What the fuck, son? All you had to do is
Well,
put
from
that
a
bitch in.
defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the
These niggas
quarterback,
too fast to
you're
get
in
this
a
cut
position
off,
to make a
man.
play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
You got to get your shit together right now, dog. Like fucking now, dog.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Caught left side.
This nigga still got first down out of this shit, dog. Y'all niggas fucking tell y'all. You just come up, my nigga. At least 2 of y'all.
That one, a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
3 of y'all
From
niggas.
down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Fuck, man, I understand you used to playing in the zone, but man, Elijah got to come into this game.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run? All all the way into the end zone.
And he's able to put it through.
It's the score, Vikings 17, Lions 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This
game
and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sideline. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Snap to Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
On the pickup, brings up second and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. Side by Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 18-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
What the fuck? Oh, you had to be so long. Why are you moving?
Williams was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyrell Williams there to make the grab. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description. We're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. Let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
With a fucking line, you off the block with a goal. You can't fucking block it from behind.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one closer to midfield across the 45.
They ain't got nobody
What
around.
can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him to
got
first.
nobody in your zone. Ain't nobody coming to your zone. Go get his zone.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
Man, cut. Not even that.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action here on 1st down. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man strike complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now Jones.
That's how you do it.
He's immediately taken down from the scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
Look, man.
As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
9-yard line.
You gotta go. Oh my God, I missed this bitch. Oh, okay. We got 2 other, we got a whole other half.
Antonio Brown, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, my God.
Picked up by Harrison Smith. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. First down, Rodgers.
Oh, God, incomplete.
Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Man, this nigga whipped.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Third and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Oh, my. All right, come
Here's
on.
a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
But I can't slide. I can move.
But it also brings up 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now this throw caught left side. Out across midfield down to the 45. Big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First and 10 at the 40.
First and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
And 6.
He's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He was taken down.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left.
Man, I ain't gonna do that.
To the on the third down pass play.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Gano's kick is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd down.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Complete.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll go again to Jones. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
Let's go.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Mahomes will set up the screen to Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Oh my God, dog. This game is so bad. So fucking bad. This don't even make sense.
The Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Jones. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, it's close.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They're going with Beckham on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Oh my God, son, this game is terrible, bro. This nigga.
He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Yo.
But it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll get it. Minnesota. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe the sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really going to say
terrible.
relief. I think he also put 3 points on his ledger.
Serious.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Set to kick
Roll
off.
in the touchdown. Fucking roll.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one and done. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
The 44-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st down and 10 yards to go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down,
Man,
it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Now Mahomes steps away to his left. He can handle it for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Oh my God.
16-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line.
Yeah, he would, but
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A good pickup there.
it's some bullshit. No, this flu.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Yeah.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. And the
stretch their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays.
I'm pretty explosive play.
And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Side stretch, nigga. Pepper spray a nigga to get 1 yard.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now it's Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Minnesota.
Rodgers looking to throw. This man. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, my son.